There are certain games that make you ask the question why? Why would you play this? Why would anybody play this? These games are insanely difficult. These games, you just don't get. These games, you must wonder, what were they thinking when they made them? There's difficulty, and then there's BattleToads. BattleToads is a hell of a game. It is known by many for being, well, difficult. Some say that it is outright impossible. Well, it's not impossible. Well, at least in single player. In two player, the game is literally impossible, because the game does not work at level 11. One of the clinger wingers does not activate for the second player, and he always gets killed. But since this is not a two-player run, that's not important. Now, the story of BattleToads is that Pimple and Princess Angelica were cruising, and they get kidnapped. So, Pimple is one of the main Battletoads, but you hardly see him in this game, so he's pretty much completely irrelevant. And it is the goal of the remaining two Battletoads, Rash and Zitz, to go save him. And through this, they go through many trials and tribulations of extreme difficulty. And you get to join them. You get to experience their pain. And you get to lose your sanity. Now, starting off, BattleToads is not insanely difficult, but that changes quickly, around level 3. Level 3 of this game is notorious. Now, your goal is to get to the end of whatever the hell the planet's name is, I really don't care, defeat the Dark Queen, and rescue Pimple. Starting off the game, we skip what Professor T-Bird is saying, because seriously, fuck him. We head off into Ragnarok's cavern, the first and, well, canyon, whoops, first and easiest level of the game. And starting off, we take out these two minions, and thus we have discovered the first Mega Warp. Now, Mega Warps are very useful. Mega Warps allow you to skip ahead 2 levels. So this means that I get to skip all of level 1, all of level 2, and start right at level 3. Now these are useful, but there's only a handful of them in the game, 4 to be exact, and you see the last one in level 6, about halfway through the game. So yeah, halfway through the game stops deciding to be nice and giving you chances to skip, and just says you have to deal with the rest of the game come level 8. Thankfully, the last Mega Warp located in level 6 allows you to skip one of the tougher levels of the game, but there are still tougher challenges to face that you cannot skip by. So, you may as well take advantage of these while you can. However, since I would like to show off the game in its entirety, that Mega Warp never happened. We were going through Ragnarok's canyon the way you were meant to. Now that we are done with that, we are going to take on Ragnarok's canyon for real. Now, I didn't exactly explain how you're supposed to get that Mega Warp. If you take off the two mooks instantly, by headbutting them like so, you can jump up to that little plateau and reach the Mega Warp. However, since I want to show off the game, I'm just going to skip it. Normally, I'd just go for it to save myself the trouble of going through the rest of this level and level 2. Now, due to my ROM being a bit crap, the real reason I like to use that Mega Warp is because level 2 is kind of glitchy for me, and sometimes becomes unwinnable. This is going to become a bit of a pain once I actually have to record the level, because I can get through it, but there's a bit of luck involved to it so that it doesn't glitch and it just becomes impossible. Now those first two enemies at the beginning are pretty much the only enemies in this level that you can take out with one headbutt like that. I think there's one near the end, but otherwise those are the only two. I'm not exactly sure what the difference between the silver guys and the pink guys are. They don't seem to be any stronger. These pink gargoyle things are actually kind of annoying because they can pick you up and drop you, and I'm not sure if it's an instant kill or if it just hurts you really badly, but you want to avoid it anyway. Now, like I said, Ragnarok's Canyon is the first level of Battletoads and the easiest, so even though this might be your first time playing, it's unlikely you'll actually die on this level. Of course, if you really suck, then I don't know. Now, one of the reasons I decided to go with the NES version of this game, and specifically the US release, is that it is significantly harder than other releases, and it's significantly harder than the Japanese release. The Sega Genesis remake of this game is actually based off of the Japanese version, and is much easier. Now we have come to the first boss, Tall Walker. And he's really simple. You just pick up the balls that he fires at you, and throw them back at him. Easy boss is easy. But don't expect the rest of BattleToads to be like this. With that, Ragnarok Canyon is complete.